Welcome to Mathematics for Computer Graphics. In this video I want to give an overview of the course. Let me just start out by trying to explain why I picked Java for this course. If you go and get online and Google, what programming languages are in demand, you'll get some kind of site like this. This is one that I picked out because it speaks very highly of Java. There are different ones, and you'll see there are different ways of gathering statistics on this stuff, and there's really not 100% accurate way to say which language is on top at any given moment. But typically you'll see Java. So this is a symbol for Java right here. You'll see Java at in the top 10 somewhere. In this one, it's way ahead of everybody else. But also, it's good to use because it's there in industry. It's actually has a lot in common with C#. It's used for most of the commercial Android apps are written in Java. So it's good for that. Another thing that it gives us is like a very basic graphics toolkit, the abstract window toolkit, that lets us draw some of the foundational shapes, lines and rectangles and things like that. But it doesn't give away the store, so we'll have the opportunity to build some cool graphics from the bottom up, so we're really engaging in the math, because this course is really about the math behind the graphics. So we won't be using anything like Java 3D or OpenGL or any of that stuff, just because, like I said, we want to be able to do the cool graphics. There's lots of graphic stuff actually written in C++, but for people starting out in programming, Java's a lot safer because of memory issues and stuff. So all right, let's take a look at the course text. Is computer graphics for programmers. Let me zoom this out here. Okay, and yeah, it does say for Java programmers. So some of you actually might not have any Java programming experience. It wasn't a requirement for this course. So we'll have references for you for learning Java, and I'll support you as you go through learning it. And well, let's take a look at the table of contents here. Let me see. Table of contents. So there are about 8 chapters. I don't know if you can see this tiny writing, but there are 8 chapters in the book. Depending on where you're at with your Java, you might be focused more on learning Java. And in that case, it might be a matter of learning a lot of Java, but only getting up through chapter 3. Or depending on your schedule, if you have the time and the if you maybe have worked with a related language, or you have time in your schedule, you might pick up enough Java to go farther in the course. So, but I'm not so much concerned about how far you're going to get in the book as I am in giving you the opportunity to learn a lot of cool stuff. So if you're a Java newbie and your focus is going to be on learning Java, let me know. That's fine, and that'll be your focus, and we'll get you through as much of the book as we can, but you might not get as far as somebody who has a Java background. And then, like I said, people who have a lot of background, if you want to go through the chapters, everybody's going to be able to work at their own pace, so you can go through the chapters at your own pace, and I'll be supporting everybody at whatever rate they're working at. let's see. So what are some kinds of things we might be building? Let's see. In the first chapter, you'll get to do something like this. It's kind of a cool graphic. And this is actually like squares within squares. If you can see this is like a square here, and then their squares rotated a little bit inside each other, and that's how they make this cool design. And let's see, there's another, and in the beginning we're doing mostly 2D stuff. Let's see, so here's one where you can build a polygon, and I get it to the right spot here. Oh, there it goes. You can actually, it figures out, what's inside the polygon and what's not, makes all these triangles, and what's inside the triangle and what's not, and all that stuff. So there's a lot of cool math behind building this guy. There is arrow point. So this one is really the beginnings of working on linear transformations, which is how do you rotate things in space? Or actually, here it's just rotating on a 2D plane, right? But this gives us the basic idea for later on. So we're basically, wherever I'm clicking, it's rotating about that point. It's rotating there. And this will give us the background that we need later on, the math background, so that we can do rotation in 3D space. So that was chapter 3. Chapter 4, we have some more cool drawing stuff, including how to do clipping regions. So here we can make two corners of a rectangle, and that creates a clipping region, and so it's basically like a window into this these concentric pentagons that are drawn in the back. So I could make another one like this. We see that part of it, like that. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And then chapter 5, and like I said, we'll work and get you guys through as much as you can get through. We'll run this guy. This is kind of cool because now we're actually doing rotations in space and stuff. Okay, so again, this is very basic stuff, you can see, but what we're learning are really the fundamentals of the mathematics behind this stuff. So what you'll take away from this course is some really important basics for being able to create cool graphics and explore some of this stuff on a deeper level. I'll have some references for Java newbies. There are some really good resources online. So there's, I like this guy, Bucky, the New Boston, so I'll put a link to his channel. He has a whole bunch of stuff for Java beginners. There are little practice sites, like Coding Bat is a nice little practice site for helping you work on your programming skills. There's the compileonline.com has a nice little companion tutorial site. So there are a bunch of really good resources. So we'll figure that out. And like I said, whatever level of support you need with the Java, I'll work with you on that, and we'll just work at you know, at the pace that suits you. Okay, so yeah, so as far as like grading and stuff like that, again, you know, I'm going to base it on, you know, where you're starting from and where you end up, rather than, you know, or basically, or how much progress you make rather than where you end up. Okay, so for whatever level you're coming in, I think you're going to have a lot of fun in this course, and I'm looking forward to working with you.